Well, I'm here at the Hollywood Bowl, and if there's ever been a stage that has seen some world-renowned people, it would be this one. But I'm sitting here because I want to point out a sad truth, and here it is. Fame is the American and world idol of our present time. Because of social media and other things, everyone can try to be a celebrity and add to their followers every day. However, if your goal, whether it's a secret or not, is to be famous, your value is clearly defined only by how famous you are. And oh, what a sad thought, ultimately, that is for all of us. Today I'm here to caution you that if you willingly bow to this idol, it will destroy your life and destroy the life of the ones you love. You see it on the cover of magazines every day, how Hollywood celebrities find their personal lives shipwrecked, and we have to unfortunately include prominent Christian leaders to this list sometimes as well. Why? Because human beings were not created to be idols or to be worshipped, but to worship the one, the only one who's worthy of it. Fame is actually the cruelest idol of them all, because if you get a moderate amount of it, watch out, because you're going to only want more. If that's not bad enough, you're going to eventually, I promise you, lose it. In fact, I think I can use myself as an example. In the late 90s, I was so blessed and excited to sign my first record contract, got to lead in some big churches and even in stadiums with a movement called Promise Keepers. All of that would have put me in a category as being more famous than most worship leaders, yet even then, compared to others, my notoriety was microscopic. And since then, my fame has lessened tremendously and continues to. The point being, fame is never enough, and it is oh so fleeting. Yet here's the problem. If we're honest, we all want it. Even if it's just that we want to be the most popular in our class or in our family or our sports team or whatever it would be, we long for it. So the question is, how do we free ourselves from the clutches of this self-glorifying, soul-sickening, joy-stealing craving? Well, here's two things that have been helping me along the way. Number one, don't compare. Living in comparison is like living in a prison of anxious discontent and jealousy. It stifles your creativity, steals away your joy, makes you protective of the spotlight, and makes you lose the respect of others by only illuminating, unfortunately, your pride and insecurity. However, if you can learn to live a non-comparison lifestyle, you'll be able to celebrate the gifts of others and not resent them. You'll be content with the uniqueness of the gifts God has given you. People will be drawn to your peaceful spirit, and you'll experience the release of letting God be in charge of how big your influence should be. Number two, instead of going after being famous, go after being great. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be great. In fact, we should all strive for greatness in the gifts God has given us. It's only wrong if our motive for greatness is for our own glory instead of God's glory. To accomplish this, though, I have to say it's huge where you keep your focus. So I've been working hard at keeping my focus on growing in my gifts, starting with my relationship with God. And then for me, my songwriting, guitar playing, singing, mentoring, these along with challenging myself to continue to learn new things have provided healthy places for me to fix my gaze and healthy ways to spend my time. And it's helped me keep my eyes off my secret thirst for fame. So in closing, if we're honest, we will all struggle with this dreadful, joy-stealing, self-glorifying beast to some extent until we see Jesus. But until then, may we become more impressed with God's greatness and less impressed with ourselves. Celebrate the gifts of others and grow in the uniqueness of the gifts God has given us for His kingdom. Then we'll learn how to drink from the healthy, soul-satisfying, joy-filled, and it is a joy-filled, God-glorifying life we were all created for. Amen. Thanks for watching.